someday you might see it. Yeah, never say die. Got to go.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to more of the Dynasty series deck profiles. It's me, Cooper, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite GX character, Chazz Princeton, a man who went through, no joke, 5 different decks in Season 1. Chazz Princeton used 5 decks in Season 1, and I took a little from each deck and put them into this one. For those of you that don't believe me that he used 5 decks, he might have even used more, I'm just going to reveal the decks he used. The first deck he used was a dark deck with Mephis, the Infernal General, and a Synthonian freaking Soldier. So those are in the deck. The second deck he used was the VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon deck. The third deck he used was, where is it? Was a deck with just a bunch of weak monsters, and he got a Ring of Destruction there when he left Duel Academy, and he had to make a deck out of scraps. I guess he also had a Ojama Yellow at the time. His fourth deck was the Armed Dragon deck given to him by North Academy. It's freaking strong. Or was it North Academy? Whatever the Academy is that everyone wears the black outfits and looks badass. He got the Armed Dragons from there, and he got Flying Kamakiri and Mass Dragon. Then we got the fifth and final deck, which was the completion of all 3 Ojamas working together with Ojama Delta Hurricane. We got Ojama Muscle. We got Ojama King. We got Ojama Magic. We even got Ojama Trio in this deck. So yeah, Chazz Princeton has been through a lot, all in one season, and probably has the second most duels of a Season 1 character. Obviously, Jaden has the most. So this character is basically a second main character of the show. And let's go ahead and get through their stats. So, Chazz Princeton's stats, attack-wise, is actually going to be kind of good. Because he runs X-Head Cannon. He has Armed Dragon level 5 with 2400. He has Armed Dragon level 7 at 2800. His fusion monsters rock some pretty good stats. Sadly, Ojama King not so much, unless you actually have the Ojama Muscle. Let's see. Other than that, the weakest attack of his monster is 1200. It looks like, and I guess Ojama's, that kind of ruins it, but X-Head Cannon being at 18 is really nice, 1600's okay, 2400 for a single tribute's great, 1800 for a single tribute's not good, the Y-Dragon Z-Mel tanks are below average but not bad, Flying Kamakiri's not bad, W-Wing Catapult's kind of bad, Mass Dragon's not bad. You know what? Overall attack stat, it's not too bad because he does have some really strong tribute monsters. He has a triple X head, which is super helpful. I could easily give this deck, if the average is 1750, that's kind of tough. There's a lot of monsters below that, but they're not so far. The Ojamas break it down. You know what? Because he's got a mix of strong monsters and weak monsters, I'm going to have to go average on this deck. Chazz Princeton, even with the big VWXYZ, since it's a potential and very hard to summon card, I'm going to go with a 4-star attack. A 4-star attack is really solid for such a mishmash deck that has no real consistency because you have just so many different deck ideas in one. And yes, I decided on doing all the decks at once because I thought it'd be funny, and I still think it's funny. Alright, but getting into the defense stat, that's where things get interesting because defense is not, you don't need as much defense as you need attack. I think 1600 is the average I agreed on, but looking at this, I think maybe it was 17, but we're gonna go 16. Y Dragon Head has triple 16, V Tiger Jet has double 18, that's really good. The Ojamas don't bring it down too bad because they're at 1000, Synthonian's at 14, W-Wing's at 15, that's not too bad. The Armed Dragons are always bad at defense, so that's not great. X-Head's fine. Flying Kamakiri is not too good at it either, but overall the defense stat is much higher than the attack stat thanks to the Ojama's defense stats not being 0, which doesn't just tear apart the stats. So I can actually look at this deck and be like, you know what, with the 1800 defenders, with the 1600 decent ones, there is a little defense in here that could save him. I could honestly give this deck a 5 bars in defense. So Chazz, you got a little more defense than you think, and that's probably because you were very defensive in Season 1 against all the people telling you you need to be a better person, which we found out was all your brother's fault, so I don't blame you as much. and I love you. The next stat is going to be the speed stat, and the speed stat is going to be really, really fun for Chazz because he's got Union monsters, which attach and detach, which counts as a special summon. He's got Frontline Base, which special summons all the White Dragon Heads and Z Metal Tanks in this deck, and W-Wing Catapults. Let's see. He's got Ojama Magic, which lets you search your entire deck for your Ojama cards. You only have one of each, though, so you're just gonna have to take what you can get. Let's see. He's got Poly, so that's a fusion. Let's see. He's got the Graven Enkindling. You and your opponent get to special summon a monster in defense mode. Call the Haunted. Special summoning 3 monsters to your opponent's side of the field. I don't know if I can count that. Level Up is a special summon card for the Armed Dragon level 3s and level 5s, so there's something. Armed Dragon level 3 is a special summon card, so there's something. The Flying Kamakiri and Mass Dragon are special summon cards, so there's something. The Armed Dragon level... no, that already did it, so let's see. Anything else? This is already a shit ton of special summoning. And some search. So I gotta say, and with these floaters, with these, with these monsters that just jump forward, we got some fusions in here. We got some contact fusions for VW and XYZ Dragon Cannon. Contact fusions don't require polymerization, are kind of nice. I actually, looking at this, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give Chazz Princeton a 7 bar in speed because the Union monsters knock it up by a lot. The Armed Dragons knock it up by a lot. The Frontline Base helps. The Ojama Magic helps. The Graven Kindling and Golf the Haunted helps. Ojama Trio, I'm still questioning myself. Level Up helps. Yeah, there's a lot of special summoning power here. Hell, just Armed Dragon level 5's natural level up. There you go. All these fusions are contact. That's nice. Polymerization for Ojama King. That's going to suck and slow down the deck, but that's his fault. It's what he used in Season 1. So yeah, this is going to be a 7 bar in speed. This is an extremely fast deck. This deck has speed. But we're going to get into the skill stat, and the skill stat is win condition, burn, piercing, direct attacks, stall, all that stuff. So looking at this deck, let's find out what does what. X-Head, no. V-Tiger, no. Ojamas, when they fuse, yes, they are a stall card. Ojama King is a stall card. It blocks 3 of your opponent's summoning areas, so there you go, and it's 3,000 defense. Let's see. Armed Dragon level 7, no, not tactical, not burn, not piercing. Mephis the Infernal General, that is a piercing damage card. That's tactical. There you go. That does add to the skill stat. White Dragons and Z Metals, no. Flying Kamakiris, no. W, no. W, no. This card, Synthonian Soldier, when this card is destroyed by battle, opponent's attacking monster and sent to graveyard, the battle damage you took also goes to your opponent. That is a burn card. Your opponent takes the same damage you would have. So there you go. That's burn. Ring of Destruction. That's a massive burn card. It's one of the best in the game. Even though it's nerfed, I don't care. It's really, really good. I gotta give it to him. Anything else? Anything else? Looking at this, I'm not seeing much else. So basically, Mephist, Synthonian, and Ring of Destruction are the contributors to the skill stat. Ring of Destruction is a super solid, anybody could use card, so that card's going to buff it by a full bar by itself. Mephist being a tribute monster is not very good, so I'm only going to give that a little bit. And Synthonian is pretty much guaranteed damage, but it's not an Amazona Soldier Woman or Amazona Swordsman Woman. It's actually you're both taking damage rather than just one of you. So I'm going to give them, sadly, I guess Ojama King is stall, but it's just so hard to pull off. But it is stall. Ojama Trio is stall. Alright, I'm going to be, and it's burn too. Ojama Trio does burn. Okay, I'm going to be kind. I'm going to give him 3 bars in skill. It's not the most skillful deck. You're not going to win duels using your skill, but it definitely will contribute to a victory. It's not going to be the worst deck ever. Plus, Ring of Destruction is just so solid. So yeah, we're going to give Chazz a 3 in skill. So let's go ahead and think about the brick stat. Now, the brick stat is very, very interesting here because with all of these cards being so mishmash, it seems like it would be very difficult to pull things off. But most of these fusions are contact, so that doesn't slow them down, but polymerization slows them down. I'm going to say these are the brick cards. Ojama Muscle, polymerization. Even Ojama Magic, it's a search card. I would still consider it brick. Ojama Magic. Frontline base most of the time probably won't be a brick, so I'm going to ignore that. That's fine, that's fine. Magical Mount will come in handy. That's fine. That's fine. Delta Hurricane's probably a brick. That's going to be a brick. So 1, 2, 3. That's a lot of bricks so far. Meat Fist being a tribute monster with 18, that's a brick in my opinion. Arm Dragon level 5 and 7, even though there is a way to search them out, I'm going to have to say brick stat. You definitely don't want to just draw that card. I'm going to have to look at this deck and say it's got a little bit too much of a mishmash, and I'm going to make him a brickable deck at 5 bars. Chazz Princeton, I love you, but you do brick, and that is not your, well, it is your fault. You made too many decks in Season 1. You gotta stick to something, man. Stick to Arm Dragon, stick to VWXYZ, stick to... you don't stick to Ojamas. Well, yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, you know what? This deck is really, really interesting. It's solid enough in attack, it's good in defense, its speed is amazing, its skill is usable, and it bricks sometimes, so I'm gonna have to say brickable. Overall, looking at this deck though, I could say that Chazz's potential for winning a tournament, he is a tournament contender, but not a very strong one. Because there's so much of a mishmash, it means you're gonna probably draw the wrong combos all the time, and that means that you're gonna have a very slow duel. Because, yeah, there's just too many ideas in one deck. You know what? I'm going to be generous because he's my favorite character, and I'm going to say Chazz Princeton is a 3-star potential character. Normally, looking at this deck, I probably should have gone with 2 because there's just so many ideas, so many ways to break, so many ways to just not have the right combo in your hand. But at the end of the day, I'm biased, so I'm going to give him 3 stars. I think he can win a tournament. I think anybody using this deck could pull off a tournament victory. You're just going to need some luck and some good timing on your plays. You got to know which cards to save and which cards to just throw away. But that's going to be it for Chazz Princeton's profile. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe and get ready for that Subscriber Dynasty Series tournament. If you would like to join the Subscriber Dynasty Series tournament when we're done with all these deck profiles, please follow me on Discord. It's in the description below. And I guess I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.